Hello, Live Hope fam. Welcome back to another video. Oh my gosh, I'm already getting emotional and I didn't even say what I'm gonna say. But I hit 10,000 subscribers and it's not like me to jump up in the air. It's more like me to thank you all for these past 8 to 9 years. I am so thankful for the following that I have and the friends that I've made through this process. And being able to talk with you all every day, even if I don't get back to your comment or your message, I do try. And I thank you for sticking along this journey. So today I want to talk about all of our mental health. Something that has followed me has been anxiety. And sometimes I get into ruts. I've never been diagnosed with depression, only anxiety, but the prevalence is high among lupus patients. So this is something that I do want to talk about. It is said that 24 to 39% of lupus patients will have a major depressive disorder, and that I believe it's 40% of lupus patients will have anxiety or some type of anxiety disorder. Now those numbers are high, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are higher. How many of us really do go out to our doctor and talk about, oh, the last couple of weeks I wasn't able to get out of bed because emotionally I was a wreck? Probably not many of us. We probably focus more on our physical symptoms, but the mental symptoms are just as important. So in the comments below, I would like, if you feel comfortable, for you to share your story. And just the biggest thing with this is that we don't feel alone, and that we can look in these comments and see that it's happening to others, and it is a problem. It's raising awareness, but it's also showing that we're in this together. I recently went through that costochondritis, really bad chest pain, and it had me out for months. I had a really hard time getting out of that mentally. Even though I was starting to feel better and the back pod had essentially cured me, I mentally was drained. I was stuck. I was scared. I didn't want it to happen again. I was worried about my future. What am I gonna do? How can I continue? I was stuck, and it was a very hard time. I had nights where I would just cry in my boyfriend's arms, just because I didn't know who I was, and I was trying to find that inside of me, and I just felt unhappy. And ultimately, that's what happens when you live with an illness that strikes you down constantly. You feel like you can never get one step ahead, and mentally that breaks you down. And there's also the other aspect of your finances, having monthly medications and doctor's visits that you have to pay for every month, and then there's an MRI or blood test, and something else comes up. Maybe you visit the hospital. Those medical expenses hurt. And it's mentally frustrating too. And that's when you get scared and you fall into a dark place. How am I supposed to take care of myself? When your disease is limiting you physically, you also get in your head about things you can't do, what you used to do. There's a whole spectrum of things that cause our anxiety and depression. Mine may be different than yours because I am 25. I've had this since 14 to 25, so my story is going to be different than many of yours. But I do want you to share your stories, and I hope that in this video you realize you are not alone and there are better days coming. I've had so many good days and bad days and good days. I've had my good times, but I've also had my bad. That was the biggest thing for me, is to constantly remind myself that it will get better. I'm not going to be stuck here forever. It will get better. And it did. And I still struggle, but it did get better. And I hope it does for you too. I think that's all for this video. Again, I'd love to see your comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Come on, let's get to the next goal, 20,000. Okay, I'm not gonna get greedy, but I do put a lot of effort in this channel, and that's why your support means so much to me, because I know how important it is to be able to see a face or to have someone else to talk to, and this channel does that for me too. And thank you. Like the video. I'll see you next time. Bye.